Welcome to partialarc.com. Don't do that.
In the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war. And two idiots join the Inquisition. Dark Heresy!
Welcome to Dark Heresy, brought to you by the Roll to Seize podcast. I'm your Acolyte, Jay Jones, joined by my co-Acolyte, Andrew Dickinger.
Hello.
And our Servo Skull companion, Daniel Fernandez.
Beep boop.
Guys.
That's what Servo Skulls say,
That's what Servo
right?
Skulls sound like.
Beep boop.
I'm feeling pretty good. I've had a good rest since our last adventure. Andrew, how are you feeling?
I mean, I think I have what's called missing limb syndrome.
Missing limb? You've got a cool robot limb now.
Yeah, what does it look like?
I mean, it's like kind of crappy. It looks like scrap
What?
steel put
No.
together. It makes squeaky sounds occasionally.
But Daniel and I wrote our names on the side of it, so it looks pretty cool.
Did you do that while I was unconscious getting the operation?
What? No, we didn't do that, Daniel.
No, of course not.
No, definitely not.
He put the pen in my mouth.
It was awesome. I also drew a dragon on the back of the leg. Can you see that?
I can only turn it a little bit.
It's a grimdark dragon.
What does that even mean?
It means it's meaner and more
It's a
unforgiving.
void dragon.
It's a void dragon.
Oh.
You love those as a mechanicus.
Why do I want a void dragon on my mechanical
They
leg?
love void dragons. Isn't that their whole thing? They're like, oh, I can't wait till that void dragon wakes up. Guys, we're in a pretty cool fortress. I've been waiting for a while to talk about this, but Daniel, where are we?
The location is classified as of this moment.
Right,
Your
right,
listeners
right.
do not need to know where the location of
That's
Inquisitor
okay. That's
Atris's
true.
fortress is.
We
but
had to talk about this, I remember.
yes, to be perfectly honest, so much of this is classified. It really should not be going out.
What?
Anyway, so this is a massive black fortress on a distant, or maybe not that distant. Well, depends on where you are.
Unspecified location.
In an unspecified location.
It might be right next door. You don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you have a giant black fortress behind your house?
It's kind of hard to miss, or is it?
Ooh. It's that McDonald's.
Just underneath it, there's secret subterranean.
If you ever see people in dark red robes going inside of it late at night, that's definitely not us.
Anyway, yes, you've been brought here, well, mostly for the surgery that Andrew needed.
Yeah. Whose fault was that?
I mean, probably the monster that took your entire leg off.
I'm just going to blame you, Jay.
What? No, I got you out of there. Now you've got a cool robot leg with a dragon on it.
All right, we can, lop your leg off then.
No. My
and
legs are fine.
give
They're
you a
fine.
cool
No.
robot
They're
leg.
fine.
I mean, if you requisition a good cybernetic enhancement, it might not even be worth it. But unfortunately, we were not able to. The requisition process was not effective this week.
Not very good.
You're here because Inquisitor Atris has a special mission for you that also involves something inside the fortress, apparently. So,
Wait, really?
yes.
Oh, wow. Okay. Do we need to wear any kind of fortress garb? I've never been to Inquisitor Atris's awesome palace or whatever this would be referred to as.
He wouldn't call it a palace.
Okay.
He's not a man of the people. Let's not get ourselves.
true.
But he doesn't live in a palace. It's just
I guess
it's a working fortress.
It's got these nice tapestries, right?
They are very nice tapestries. There's lots of angels with skulls and guns everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, they look awesome.
I mean, he seems like a pretty nice guy. He gave me a shotgun and a robot leg.
I mean, that's really all you can really ask from somebody. Or at least all we can ask.
I was going to say.
So
I'm getting to know you guys a little bit better. I'm getting loose as a servo skull, guys.
man, you are learning as an
Yeah,
AI
exactly.
intelligence. It's amazing.
Yeah, I'm going to go rampant. It's going to be bad.
Wait, what?
Never mind.
I feel like there's something we should know about that.
Somebody mentioned something about the age of strife. I don't know.
But now that you're recovered, you had a little bit of physical therapy with that thing.
I'm still waiting for them to give me pain medication. That it hurts really
You
bad.
have constant drugs pumping into the back of you.
I
You
never
do not
s-
need any more.
I never said it was pain medication.
Inquisitor Atris wanted me to bring you to him and explain the mission to you. It's,
Of course. Oh, wait, we're gonna get to hang out with Inquisitor Atris
Inquisitor
again?
Atris is going to speak to you in person.
We never get to do that as often. Okay.
We are so important.
How are my robes looking, Daniel? Do they look good?
They look fine.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna put some beads over. I think these beads work, right? When I hang them like this?
I don't think a beads is their thing.
What? No, these are I picked these up at a shop nearby. A guy said it brings you a lot of luck. that guy oversold me on these beads, didn't he?
He may have.
God.
Maybe you should have focused on trying to get something besides beads in terms of items.
Fine. All
inventions.
right. I get it. I suck at requisiting things. I think that's how you say it. Now.
Requisitioning, probably.
Right. Fine. You know what? Fine. Okay.
All right, let's go see the Inquisitor then.
Yeah.
All right. Gentlemen, come in.
Oh, hey. How are you, Inquisitor? Do you mind if I sit down in one of these nice chairs?
Please take a seat.
All right.
I mean,
okay.
Can I get you something to drink?
Yeah.
Does it have pain medication in it?
Oh, do you need pain medication?
Is that okay? I mean...
Yeah, we'll get somebody to help you out with that. But you lucid enough for us to talk?
Sure.
All right.
This brandy is really nice. This is brandy, right?
Yes, it is. It is brandy.
Ooh. Oh, wait, I can drink this brandy, right? It was just sitting on this table over here.
No. Did you see how it popped out of the table? The table actually serves the brandy into it. Yeah,
That's amazing.
it's like a bartender and a table.
I thought it was like a magic trick, like actual magic, but wow.
No, it's
just a
machine.
table. Okay, fair enough.
Dude, we need one of these in the Brown
We need one of these. We need to requisite one of these tables.
You keep saying requisite.
What is that? That's the right term.
That is not the way you say it at all.
Oh, I think that's the right way you say it. Anyways.
Yes. Are you done talking to each other?
Yeah. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, go ahead.
Sure, yes.
All right, let me explain this mission to you. First of all, look on this screen right here. He presses a button and out of the table just sort of pops up like a little
Another
hologram.
rising table.
No, it's the same table. Like the table also has like a display on it.
Oh man, this table's got so many secrets.
You already forgot that was the same table?
This brandy's really good.
On the screen, you see the image of what looks like a mutant. He's a relatively normal-looking guy, but he has purple skin.
Ugh.
And his teeth are like a half-orc's teeth, if you know what I'm talking about.
Sure.
This is a mutant named Kieran Shiak. Then he presses a button, and you see another picture of 3 mutants running away from, like, the one before was like a close-on, like, portrait of him. This one shows 3 mutants running away from something. One of them has wings. One of them has, like, bone claws coming out of his hands. And the other one is, like, sort of looking over his shoulder, and you see the face of the same mutant.
So they're like a team of mutants.
They're almost like
No. No, don't say it.
an X Factor.
No, God.
You know, I did not intend that to be the direction this is going, but I suppose a team of mutants where one of them literally has bone claws. Like, what else could you think of? That's on me.
It's okay, Inquisitor.
It's on me.
It's okay, Inquisitor. He watches a lot of really, really old programming.
Man, I want some of those old data slates. Give me some of that.
All right. This picture, he points at the first one, was taken 12 years ago. This one was taken 6 months ago.
Oh.
He hasn't aged a day, has he?
No. I mean, for being a mutant, his skin looks great. I'm just going to say that. We could probably requisite some, like, really nice moisturizer.
Does he just
something?
have, like, purple cream? Is that what he's doing there?
Have either of you heard of the planet Sepheris Secundus?
No, but it sounds a fun name to say.
Of course.
Sepheris Secundus, Sepheris Secundus, Sepheris Secundus. I mean,
Of course I've heard of it, of course.
What do you know about it?
yeah, what do you know about it?
So it's a planet.
Go on.
It's fun. The end.
Duh.
Well, it's one of the most important worlds in the Calaxic sector. Arguably, it's one of the most important worlds in the entire Segmentum Obscurus.
Whoa.
It supplies so much raw material for the mining on this planet. In particular, it is one of the few places in the Imperium where we can get skepsonite, which is used to make cognition devices. There's some in
Skepsonite.
little Daniel here.
I have some of those cognition devices.
Hey, anything we can keep little Daniel going, right, Daniel?
Thanks.
He's learning things.
Do you like how I programmed Daniel with my own voice?
I thought that was really, that made it feel more familiar.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It felt like you were with us the
I
whole
think
time.
it's odd, though, that it also translates how everyone else talks into your voice.
Yes. Well, I feel like sometimes their voice sounds like slightly different, but not really.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's trillions of people in the universe.
Yeah, I mean, like,
eventually all the voices start to sound similar.
It takes, like, the connotations of, like, however they speak, but then it's your voice coming through, and it's just, like, gives us a taken aback moment.
I think it's because we have these earpieces in. Because remember we put these in so we could hear Daniel so he's not speaking out loud all the time?
Have you tried to get the earpiece out?
I did, and it will not come out. Anyways, Inquisitor. So this planet with amazing raw materials.
Yes.
What's going on here?
Well, this mutant here, Shiak, is part of a group known as the Broken Chains. They're a terrorist cell that's been disrupting mining on this planet.
Are they a terrorist cell made up of mutants?
Yes.
Oh.
They attacked about a decade ago, and then they disappeared for a while, and they've now just started attacking again.
So they disappeared for an entire decade. What drove them underground? Was there anything specific?
Violence. So let me give you a brief history lesson.
Okay.
The planet Sepheris Secundus is pretty awful. I would never want to live there, and I definitely wouldn't want to be one of the serfs on the planet. They're usually mining with sometimes just barely their hands. They live in rags, and they're in giant pit mines where they need to mine everything out. They have not had access to high-tech technology. In the past, there was a Baroness. Her name was Collins, Baroness L. Collins. She was distantly related to the Queen of the Planet, and she was an idealist. She believed that it was not right, the conditions that her serfs were living in.
I can kind of agree.
It doesn't sound very nice.
I mean, good. I mean, of course, good for the Emperor. Whatever is best, of
Emperor
course.
protects.
Emperor protects. But, someone might start like a blog about it, I'm just saying.
Collins started to educate her serfs, spent her own money to improve the living conditions of her serfs, and made secret deals with the Adeptus Mechanus to bring high-tech technology onto the planet. For a while, this brought Collins essentially, like, other nobles made fun of her, mocked her for saying that the serfs lived better than she did. And then one day, she turned it all around. All of the technology kicked in, the education kicked in, production was increased tenfold.
Oh, good for her.
Hey, yeah, there we go. Education pays
This is like
off.
a good story.
This is a great story.
There's a large mutant population on the planet that is relatively peaceful. She wanted to bring the peaceful mutants into her fiefdom and have them work side by side with humans. She even was moving to have some limited forms of democracy amongst her serfs.
This is a wonderful historical
She
tale.
sounds very progressive.
Was Daniel Day-Lewis in the movie about this?
Now, here's the problem. The rest of the nobles on the planet did not care for this plan. And they didn't really notice before what she was doing, but when it turned out she had tons and tons of money from the increased production, that brought lots of scrutiny. The Queen sent her personal guard, who are known as the Royal Scourges, to investigate what was going on.
They sound like probably a nice group of people.
And they were, of course, appalled by what they saw. While technically none of it was illegal, it was all so crazy to the conservative forces on the planet that the Queen ordered that her distant relation, Baroness Collins, was to be killed. The overeducated serfs were to be killed.
Whoa!
So that their heresy would not spread to the rest of the planet.
Wow.
What happened next, though, is kind of the problem. See, Collins wasn't just getting mining technology from the tech priests. And when the Royal Scourges arrived, they were expecting the serfs to have, like, mining picks to fight back with.
What did they actually have?
Kittens. They had kittens.
Is that a form of technology?
In this case, there were weapons, las weapons, occasional missiles, and stuff like that.
Missiles?
Yeah,
Jeez.
they were fully decked out. They blasted the crap out of the first wave of Royal Scourges that came after Baroness Collins.
All right, I nominate myself to not be elected on this mission. Jay, it's all you.
Wait, what? No. I'm not going by
Now,
myself.
this was a decade ago. Things have changed since then. Eventually, more and more people came in, and they were crushed, and the Baroness went into hiding. One of the members of her group was Shiak. Shiak got violent, decided that it was time for mutant freedom now, started killing...
Shiak went a little too far without the Baroness on his side?
Exactly. Shiak and his militant faction destroyed 8 mines all at the same time in a coordinated attack, killing countless people.
Oh my god.
The group broke into infighting. Collins eventually killed Shiak. We actually inspected the body to make sure that Shiak was dead. Well, I didn't, but the people at the time inspected it because Shiak was a killer.
Terrible, crappy acolytes, probably. Not like us two.
While Collins shot Shiak in the head and killed him, Collins was mortally injured in the fight and was captured and was sentenced to death.
Is Collins still alive? Do we know?
We'll get there. Here's the problem. It's been about a decade. Shiak's back. I don't know why. We know that Shiak was dead.
As in, guy shot in the head is
Yes.
suddenly alive.
Confirmed dead. Now, apparently, his twin is back, or maybe he is. Anyway, Shiak and his group of New Broken Chains have none of the idealism of the Baroness's old organization.
So it's just straight murder.
Just straight murder. More unsettlingly, they've been using bombs that, well, the reports are unclear that I've received from the planet, but they're saying that it's some sort of xenotechnology or something. It's using some sort of explosive devices that we've never seen the likes of.
So wait, what do you want us to do about this?
Well, returning to your earlier question, of course we didn't kill Collins. Collins is too smart for us to kill. In fact, she's related to the Queen, who's getting pretty old and who's Genes are not great. She's been living in this fortress for the past decade.
What?
Yes.
Collins is here?
Collins is here, yes.
I'm such a fan now. Do you feel like that? I'm kind of fanboying right now about Collins.
I want to meet her, yes.
Yeah.
Well, you will be, because Collins refuses to speak with me because
What?
she sees me as part of the forces that captured her and have been oppressing her people.
But you got such a cool hat. Look at that hat.
I do like this hat. It's a very good hat.
And this dope table.
Yes.
We asked Daniel for some of those hats, and he said no.
There's very few of these hats in the galaxy.
That makes sense.
So you are not Inquisitors. You're Acolytes, and you seem to have already taken kindly to the idea of L Collins. Some of the serfs think of her as a saint even on the planet.
Oh, St. Collins.
Yes.
It does seem rather saintly.
Well, Queen Lakima of the planet is soon to be dead. She's getting very old. Her days are numbered. What I need you to do is bring Collins to the planet and have her help us eliminate Shiak. If it is indeed Shiak. If not, eliminate whatever this new version of the Broken Chains is. Collins defeated them before, knows the situation, could be very helpful. In exchange for this, the Inquisition will put pressure on the planet to make Collins the new queen when the old queen dies.
Ooh.
You were to bring that offer to her. She is refusing to speak with me.
I got it.
That seems super easy.
Kill everyone.
Take a saint.
No.
No.
Here's the thing. Killing everyone is what will happen if you fail. So all of the attacks have been happening in a huge mining complex known as the Harrow. It's a huge pit mine that has several different actual mine shafts throughout it.
Oh.
All of the mutant attacks have been in there. If the attacks continue, we will just have to blast the entire site of the Harrow, completely destroyed anybody living in there, which will be very bad for production. Also, there will probably be innocents killed. Now, this is very important. If they were to know that Collins is still alive, it would be very bad.
Okay. So
Because
you're
especially the Royal Scourges, and to a lesser extent the Arbiters on the planet, think she is dead.
So kill anyone we tell about Collins.
No. Don't kill anybody we tell about Collins. We just won't tell anybody that she's
But what happens
Collins.
if they know about Collins?
I mean, politely ask
Do
them.
not allow You need Collins to take out Shiak and his broken chains.
So we got to bring Collins with us, incognito.
So hypothetically,
Yep.
if the queen learns about Collins,
Yep.
can we cap the queen?
What? No.
Political assassination is not in your jurisdiction.
Listen, she sounds really evil.
No. He doesn't mean that. He doesn't mean that
The
at all.
queen is not evil. She's fine. She actually sort of feels bad about the situation on the planet, but doesn't really have any great ideas of how to fix it.
Fine. We'll talk to people, I guess.
She
It'll be
is a
fine.
productive servant of the Imperium, so don't kill the queen. Also, I don't know why I need to tell you that don't kill the queen. If I wanted you to kill the queen, I would tell you to kill the queen. I don't trust you two for political assassinations just yet.
That's probably a good bet. We're just going to take old Saintly Collins down to the planet, find a mutant person, shoot him in the head. That's what you can do. And I think we'll be good.
I think
we got this.
I was just pulling your leg. I wasn't going to kill the queen.
Was that a test?
That was a
Were
test.
you guys double testing me?
That was a test.
Oh man, we're so good at this. We're gonna. Yeah, I look at the
passed.
confidence in his face. He knows we got this.
He passed the test.
He passed the test. All right. High fives all around. We got this.
Daniel will lead you to the prison cell. I have other matters to attend
Perfect.
to. Thank you, gentlemen.
Woo! A+ for us. Let's go to that prison cell. Daniel, how do you think that meeting went?
It went well for a bit.
Awesome.
I feel like you lost him a little bit at the end there.
What?
Bringing up political assassination, not a good call, even if it was a test. Inquisitor Atris is the one who does the tests, not
Well, it's
not you.
it's called managing up. You got to manage up
Hey,
sometimes.
listen. I got to make sure we're following the right guy's rules here. I mean, first mission, chaos incursion. Second mission, leg loss. I mean,
True, that did happen.
got to make sure we're doing the right thing here. Got to think about us a little bit.
I'm sorry that you haven't been sent on missions where you just have to hug people.
Listen, kittens. I just want kitten missions.
I know Inquisitor Atris has been looking at the kitten planet recently. We might have something to do there soon.
Whoa, Kitten Planet Adventure.
I mean, that's like a dream.
Okay. Let's keep focused. Okay.
Deep breath.
So, Daniel, take us to Saintly Collins.
Her name is Baroness L. Collins.
Saintly Collins.
Saintly Baroness L. Collins. Well, we got to give her a fake name because we're going to be,
We're just-
I don't think
sneaking her into-
Saint Collins is a good fake
What?
name for her.
Let's just call her S. Collins.
Okay. I'm just spitballing. This is a first draft. I'll get a good one going.
Well, they have to turn me off as we go through the different security checkpoints, but we'll be speaking to Collins in just a moment here.
Okay, let's switch you off, Daniel.
Okay.
All right, Daniel, switch you back on. That was some high intense security. I mean, they did not need to strip me naked. I feel like that was excessive.
Just remember, the stormtrooper said if you have any problems to just holler and they'll come on in.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yes.
good.
You're looking through the window to the prison cell that she's in. It's actually a relatively nice. It's a prison cell. There's a nice desk with lots of books on it, and she is sitting there writing something.
It has
there's
some
a bed.
decent accoutrement.
You might say that for a prison cell.
Is there a chair in front of the...
There's a chair in front of the desk that she's
I'm
sitting
getting,
on.
an old data slate. I'm getting a real Hannibal Lecter thing going on.
I don't know
here.
what that is, but you know what? I'm going to try something. Okay, so I'm gonna go up in front of the glass window, and I have my long robes on, so I'm going to flourish them to the side as I sit down in the chair.
Okay.
Hello, Baroness Collins.
I think I may have described this room poorly. You have to open the door. The door is soundproof.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I awkwardly reach forward and just unclench the door and slide it open. Hello, Baroness Collins.
Nailed it.
Hello. What do you want? Does Atris want to know something else?
Well, I mean,
Wait, who's Atris? I have no idea.
Inquisitor Atris?
We don't work for them.
Who's that? I don't know who Inquisitor Atris
Look,
is.
I know you work for Inquisitor Atris. You wouldn't be on this planet if you weren't working for Inquisitor Atris or another prisoner. And I don't think this is a prison escape. But it's fine. You're not Inquisitor Atris, so I'm willing to talk to you.
You know,
What's
it's ironic that you say that because guess what? You're leaving your cell.
Yeah, we're going on an adventure.
She crosses her arms and raises an eyebrow. Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna go on a trip.
Yeah, we're going right now.
I'm
seriously.
your travel agent. We're gonna head back to a planet, beautiful planet, lots of mines, mostly mines. Also a queen, maybe. Who knows?
Frozen a bit.
Frozen a
You
bit.
want me to go... not only you want me, you are going to take me back to Sepheris Secundus. Really?
Oh, you know the planet. Oh my god! All right, this is perfect. Great spot.
They'll kill me as soon as I land.
No. We're gonna dress up. We're gonna have you in a whole different outfit. It's gonna be great.
Nah, I'm not going back.
Okay.
I can't help that planet anymore.
Well. What if you could? What if you could help your planet? Look, you've put in I saw the amazing PowerPoint presentation that we got on your history of your planet, and it was stellar. I'm gonna be honest. A little bit of a tear happened, but you did a lot of good work for that planet.
I sacrificed my whole life for my people.
You know, there's even some who refer to you as Saint Collins.
Some might even be calling you St. Collins.
I'm no saint. I'm just somebody who wants to make the galaxy a better place.
Yeah, but you gotta admit, St. Collins sounds pretty good.
Can't
though,
convince
right?
me of that. I see you as Saint Collins.
Okay, well, lovely. So I can't go back to that planet, though. I can't do anything there. Why would you even need me to go back?
What if
Yeah, what if?
you helped us out, you could become the new Empress?
Like kind of Queen Regent? Queen...
The Empress?
Well, no, not the Empress. No Empress.
There's
Why-
no such thing as
No,
an Empress.
praise Emperor. He just says
No, I meant-
Empress sometimes.
I meant of the planet.
That would be
You mean
Queen.
the Queen.
Queen of the planet.
I mean, titles. You're already Saint Collins. I mean, come on.
Queen Lachima is not... There's no way I would ever be queen on that planet. Are you
Whoa,
kidding
why not?
me?
Why? You've got such a queenly appearance. I mean, right now I'm just thinking I'm seeing
Because
a crown, I see
the
the
last
robes.
time I was on that planet, they declared me a heretic and a criminal and ordered my execution. It was only by means of like a secret acolyte squad that I was ferreted out, and they killed probably an innocent person in my place.
Listen.
That's, I mean, those are, first off, like low rate acolytes. Just, we would never kill just a random person to get you out of there.
No.
We have been professional in every mission we've ever had. No collateral damage ever. So, I'm going to roll a charm real quick.
I think that might be a deceive check, but whatever.
Okay, well, It's my deceive check. It doesn't matter what I have as a deceive because I rolled a 95. So maybe I have like blood on my hands,
and
like
Jay's
actual
package
blood.
true form, just covered in blood.
I know what acolytes do.
Listen.
No, you listen. Atris isn't just going to make me queen of this planet. There's no reason for him to do that.
Yeah,
okay?
there is, and I'll tell you why. Because
What?
we're gonna take out all of the insurgents.
Look,
Your mutant friends, do you remember them?
Look, we're talking about.
Yes, I have friends on that planet, the mutants. They live in the hard vaults. They're good people.
Well, not all of them, just the bad ones. One in particular.
You gave that person a particular case of blown out face syndrome.
Yeah, do you remember him? He's not dead.
Do you not remember his name from
Skeeve.
your briefing?
Skeeve, isn't it?
Shiak?
Damn it. You know, Shiak.
Nah, I killed Shiak.
No.
I killed him a decade ago.
No, we actually just saw footage from 6 months ago. He's definitely alive.
In fact, Daniel, our Servo Skull here, has a copy. Daniel, show the projection for her.
No,
That's from 6 months ago.
that can't be real. You can
Look at the timestamp.
She's like visibly shaken looking at this picture.
I'm going to try a charm here
Yeah.
to try to get her back on our side. 91. Apparently, I'm a conversational wreck today.
You were just like as you were about to say it, like you just flirted your hands and blood just went flying everywhere.
Yeah, crazy, right? I mean, look at that image.
Look. You can manipulate images like this. There's no way. What is he even doing?
Apparently blowing shit up.
I mean, here's an image right here of him with two other buddies. Do you remember these two?
No, I haven't seen mutants like that before, but
So you don't know Claus McGee and
And Wingy Face?
and Wingy Face?
no, I don't know Claus McGee.
That's his
and
look. We
Wingy
didn't pick
Face.
those names. Inquisitor Atris officially picked those names. We thought it was weird too. But
He is kind of a dumbass.
hey, our boss, right? Crazy.
No.
Crazy guy.
Tests.
Daniel, delete those last few things we just said.
I just heard you say that to
What?
the Servo Skull.
What? This is our friend Daniel. Is the Servo Skull. Listen, we're not recording any of this. We need your help because this planet is in danger. Look, these mutants are going to keep doing more terrifying things. They're going to cause more damage, more collateral damage, and honestly, some of it's your fault.
There's no way he could still be alive. This must be a trick.
You didn't finish him off, and now he's gone absolutely bonkers.
He doesn't even look older. What is going on?
I don't know. We have no idea. Look, we're only operating under as much information as you are, but we have an option here. You've worked your entire life to fix this planet and to finish off monsters like him and to, maybe turn things around for everybody, and you actually have a real chance. The Queen, I don't know if you know this, is getting old.
She's got 1 foot out the door.
And we have it under good authority that you are next in line. So if we can take care of this mutant problem, we might...
Look, I'm not an idiot. There's no way I'm going to be queen of that planet. There's no way. There's no way that will ever happen.
Hey.
I'll help you because I don't want my people to die. But there is no way I'm going to be queen of that planet. I'm not an idiot.
Listen, S. Collins, it's gonna happen.
It's L. It's L Collins.
Well, S for Saintly Collins.
Oh my gosh, no, don't. Wait, is your cover name for me going to be S Collins?
I mean, we were thinking about it.
figured it
We were
out.
kind of rolling that one
You
around.
are psychic, aren't you?
Are you psychic?
I promise you I am not psychic. I am just not a moron.
Okay.
I've been around the block before.
Okay, so not S. Collins. What do you think? It's the first name is the problem?
C. Solins is what we'll call you.
All right, fine. You know what? We don't normally do this, but you can pick your own code name. What do you want to be called?
I don't know, Charlotte? Is that an okay name?
I kind of like Charlotte.
Saint Charlotte.
Saint Charlotte.
No saint. No saint
No,
stuff.
you sure?
All right.
So like Charlotte
regular.
Regular.
I could just be Charlotte. Not everybody has last names.
Okay, but if when we're in a very tight situation, they're like, well, we got to know she's a real person. What's her last name? We're going to have to go with regular.
Sure. Fine.
Yeah.
Charlotte regular.
Perfect. Let's do this. Foolproof plan. All right, Daniel, prepare our ship. We are going to the planet.
It's not your ship. Like,
Preparing the ship that we borrow from the people who pay us.
all right. It's a rogue trader. We'll be jumping on board their ship there. We'll be hitching a ride there.
Awesome.
Rogue traders play the best games.
All right, Daniel, I'm going to be switching you off.
All right, cool.
All right, Daniel, turning you back on. This is, we're on planet now.
It's cold.
Yeah, it is really cold. Can you
It is
describe what it
really
looks like around
cold.
here?
All right, well, if you look around, we've just sort of landed at the edge of the Harrow, which is a gigantic crescent-shaped pit mine that is visible from orbit.
It is massive.
Most of the planet got forests everywhere, except for where there are big pit mines where there's mining. From the pit itself, it sort of goes... The area immediately outside the pit is lots of just shanties where the people living that work in the pits live. And then just a little ways out of that is just the rubble and the junk and the refuse that is just sort of thrown out. Right by the edge of the pit where we came down is a constantly moving, like, up and down of transports delivering the ore to freighters in orbit and whatnot to move out.
Have any of them spotted us?
Well, you've just landed and you're being greeted by, they're coming over here now.
Okay. Her story is she is Charlotte Regular.
Regular.
And I am Jay, and you are Andrew. I don't know why we would ever change our names.
Yeah, I don't know.
Should we? Hello. Hi.
Hello, I've been told I was supposed to meet you, that you were going to help me with a terrorist problem. I'm with the Arbitus. My name is Matthew Wilson.
Matthew Wilson. It's nice to meet you. I'm Jay, and this is Andrew.
Hello.
And,
All right. Thank you.
And this is Charlotte Regular.
Charlotte Regular. All right, it's a pleasure meeting all of you. Pleasure to meet you.
And Matthew, what's your situation with the terrorist operations? What have you been involved with?
I don't really want to talk to you on the pad right here. I want to bring you to my headquarters, if you don't mind.
Sure, of course. Can I really quick just make a check just to see if he's lying or if he recognizes the Baroness at all?
Yes.
Who we've, by the way, we've like dressed her up, like we've changed her hair color.
Yeah.
We've like put her in like requisition-y robes, like nothing fancy. Like it almost looks like simple.
What are you guys wearing? Are you wearing, like, are you obviously a priest? I mean, even though you're wearing the stuff, are you obviously a priest? Are you obviously a tech priest? Like,
yeah, I mean, like, as we sort of determined this before, we have the flak armor underneath of our robes.
Okay.
So we don't look fully military, but I'm dressing like a priest, but like a knowledge priest, like not like one of the combat priests, but someone who like studies texts and things like that.
Yeah, and I'm more like of a tech priest acolyte, where
Yes.
I'm like learning about machines.
okay, cool.
And stuff.
Just want to get an idea of what you look like, how people would react to what you're wearing and whatnot. All right.
Of course. So I'm going to roll a scrutiny to see if he is
Scrutiny.
lying.
Yeah, I'll give you plus 10 to that because
Okay.
he's not the greatest at hiding his emotions.
16. Awesome. That's like a bunch of times below degrees of success.
He seems very relieved to be getting help. He doesn't seem to recognize Collins, but if he did, he has had no problems with it whatsoever and is just welcoming any sort of help he could get.
Okay.
All right, I guess we'll go to your headquarters and talk about this.
All right, so it's great to bring in anti-terrorism like consultants. You're
Yeah, we work with the Imperial. We're consultants for the Imperium.
We've had experience with Xenos, and we've had experience with demons.
Mostly our specialism is around mutants,
Mutants,
though.
yeah.
Like,
All right,
that's
good.
our big specialist case.
I've been dealing with mutants for a while now. I got this big bastard named Sims. He's got like claws that come out of his hands and like
we've
and
seen
acid
images.
blood, and he's just and sometimes like he pops his claws out of his hands, and then that's really bloody, and then there's acid blood everywhere.
Yeah. Does he like smoke cigars too? And like
This guy is like my arch rival. I hate Sims.
No, so like we build a psychological profile of the people we're looking after, and like we find mutants that often smoke cigars are not only cool but also evil. So we're just really just trying to build a psychological
not smoke
case.
cigars. He does not regenerate.
No, that's good. I'm just
either.
going to write that down here in my text here. Yeah, there we go.
So he's just got like gaping holes in his hands where he's like popping the claws.
Yeah, it's gross. It's real gross.
That is really gross.
That's really gross.
Yeah, you should keep those out all the time, I guess.
Or just like
Seems like it might be painful for him. I don't know.
Important notes to take. Okay, so I guess take us to your workstation and we will discuss this.
All right. Hanging over the pit, not in the center of it because it's a gigantic freaking pit, but hanging over it, there's a walkway coming from the edge of the pit. It's metal on the top, but there's like lots of wood and stuff as like a walkway over. And then suspended over the pit hanging is like a metal structure, a pretty large building, and it says Arbitus like on the side and like all of this stuff. It looks like this is the one of the sort of police forces sort of looks down over this sector. Oh, watch out. Here they come. You see several of the miners have spotted you in particular, Jay, and they have seen you as a priest. And they're all rushing up to you and saying,
can I roll a scrutiny to see if they're rushing up to me like mad or rushing up to me like excited?
You don't need to roll for this. This is pretty easy. They are super excited to see you. Now, it's sort of sad. Like, several of them don't have shoes. Most of them are wearing rags that would be like not enough to cover you on a normal, like, sort of temperate world, but these ones are not. This is not a normal temperate world. This is a very cold world. You see, like, so many of them have frostbite and things like that, but they're all rushing up. She's, a priest! We haven't had a priest on this planet. Oh my gosh! Here, bless my baby! Bless my child!
Yeah, of course.
Jay. Bless their children.
They're running up to you. They want to be touched. They want to talk to you. They want a blessing. Many of them just are like,
hi guys.
Please.
Well, there's a specific process to this. Emperor's blessing be upon all of you, and if you are nice to someone today, you'll get a hug in return. Do blessings work like fortune cookies?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Can I touch your robe?
Yeah, sure. Just give it a nice little light pat.
All right. Everyone is now like grabbing onto you now.
Okay, that's a little too.
The Arbitus, Wilson just raises his gun up in the air and fires a shot. Everyone backs up for a second and is like moving away. Says, "Leave the priest alone. We're doing business."
It's okay. Everyone, I'm glad you came and said hi and touched my robes.
He's going to come back and talk to every one of you.
God. It's good luck.
Oh, I'll tell my family that there's a priest on the planet.
Don't tell the family.
No, this is the greatest day of my life.
Oh, God. Okay. I have something for you. I have something for all of you. A special talisman. So I reach into my pocket and I actually pull out some thrones. Now, I've blessed each of these. These are more potent than touching a priest. If you go and share these with each of your families and they touch it, they will feel the warmth of the Emperor upon them. So here, take all of these thrones and touch them, and you guys are going to just have the best day. Just the best day.
Oh, you're so great. Oh, I got to bring my baby. Oh, you're so good.
Okay.
Where are you staying? Where are you staying in the city? I can feed you.
He's staying specifically wherever you want him to stay.
Oh, no. That's not, that happens sometimes, but I'm going to be nearby.
We don't have time for this.
True, we do not. But I, as a priest of the people, will make sure that all of you have the proper attention. Just touch these metal things, and you guys will be fine. All right, see you later, bye! And I just run past.
Colin sort of like says, that was very kind of you. I know you're not particularly religious, but...
What? What do you mean?
But look, you were kind to those people. That is impressive.
Listen, Jay is perfectly willing to come back and talk to every single one of them.
Look, I just feel bad, okay? Obviously, these people are terribly suffering. I gotta be, I'm pretty surprised. I know we skimp on a few things to build really cool fortresses that hang in the middle of mining pits, but, like, some of those people didn't actually have pants. And, I'm in certain situations and settings, I'm all about no pants. But, like, all the time, that's a bit much, don't you think?
Yeah, and the thing is, they're gonna run out of resources on this planet at some point. These people don't even know how to read. Once there's no more mining on this planet, what are these people going to be good for? Oh, the Imperial Guard's going to have a big bumper crop that year of recruits, but besides that, this thing isn't sustainable. I was trying to bring in technology so we could eventually, not only mine better, but eventually transition into a more service-based economy or something like that.
You know what? Charlotte is right. There was an attempt to bring in some education and technology a while back.
No, he's sort of ahead of us a little bit. We're okay. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
I was saying this quietly. You could tell because my voice was the same as my voice sounds in all situations. The walkway across is not great. It looks like it was a well-furnished walkway across maybe 100, 200 years ago.
Jeez.
But now, like, you know, the holes have constantly been replaced with, like, scrap metal or, like, wooded boards and stuff like that as it sort of leans across.
Andrew is especially apprehensive now that he has a fake leg and he's not confident with it, and it's also inflicting constant pain into him. So he's like...
Yeah.
I don't know
This
about
is
this.
just to make it clear. I want to describe this a little bit more. So the headquarters there's this walkway across, but there's also like poles that are going out to like several different grounding points on the sides of the pit in several different directions. But
to
there's
keep it aloft.
To keep it aloft. So there's not just one. It sort of reaches across the pit in several different directions. There's like, you know, cords that keep it suspended. But there's only this one that's going across that's large enough for people to walk on, and it's not great.
Jeez, you feel like the one bridge they would have taking us into the center, they would reinforce a little bit more. I mean, this is shoddy work.
I gotta be honest, I'm not feeling so good about this.
Great bridge, by the way, Matthew. I mean, this is some top-notch work you got here.
I'm not an idiot. This sucks, but our money is being spent on weapons to try to fight these terrorists at the moment.
Fair enough. You know what's also a dangerous enemy? Gravity. Just putting that out there.
Look, we're here. And he presses the button and the door opens up to a relatively large sort of fortress. Not a fortress like Atris's fortress.
Doesn't have nearly the tapestries.
Yes, there are no tapestries here. It is very boring. The first area that you walk into is almost like an office area. There are desks where people are working. There's like security monitors with like cameras looking down on the different parts of the pit and whatnot. There are a couple of offices to the side. You see like a small armory to the side as well. It looks like this is not a place where people would sleep. Like, this isn't like a barracks or anything.
Just a place where they would work.
It's a place where they would work, yeah.
Okay.
An administrative building.
Well, Matthew.
And armory, yeah.
And armory.
You've got a mighty fine office in here, I've got to say. Seen quite a few, but not as tip-top as this.
And what administration doesn't come with an armory, am I right?
Yeah. Oh, man. These days, right?
Do you want a briefing on the situation?
Yeah, we would love to.
All right, cool. Laura, bring up the information. These are the counterterrorism specialists that we're bringing in.
Laura, nice to meet you. I'm Jay. This is Andrew.
Yeah, Laurel, it's nice to meet you.
It's Laura. God.
I'm Charlotte. Nice to meet y'all.
So, Laura, what are we looking at here?
Well, if you look at this here, you'll see they pop up pictures of several mutants. One of them you recognize as Shiak. None of them are like front-on, like pictures, like portraits. These are all pictures of them in aftermaths of attacks, fleeing. So the broken chains have been active again for about 8 months now. They've been using some sort of bizarre weapon technology that warps space. It seems to like make everything go out of phase with reality and then go back into phase with reality. I've seen people melded into rocks.
Whoa.
Like they phase out of reality, everything shifts, and then everything phases back into reality. And it's terrifying. It's like nothing I've ever seen before.
That sounds very unpleasant.
Yeah, Charlotte here, you're big in mutant research. Charlotte, do you think these mutants would normally have access to something like this?
I have no idea where mutants could get weaponry of that caliber.
Like, you're not familiar at all where they might have run into that?
No, I don't think any terrorist groups have used weapons like this before on this planet.
Okay, weird. Matthew, Laura, was there any indication of when this started, when they started using this kind of tech?
Well, when they started attacking about 8 months ago, though, if we look at this, there was a large shipment of skepsonite that was stolen about a year ago.
Skepsonite? What can you use skepsonite for? Andrew, do you know anything about skepsonite?
I'm going to make a check to see if I know about skepsonite.
And how that might relate to Xenos technology?
And how it might relate to Xenos technology.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Which I have Forbidden Lore.
Yeah.
That's 48, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. They say it's a very valuable mineral. They use it in all sorts of things. I've heard word that like Eldar occasionally like attack ships that are carrying skepsonite to try and steal it. But
yeah, I've heard about them. I mean, like when I say we, I mean I've heard of like some people encountering them in like a library somewhere. In libraries, you run into them all the time in libraries.
Yeah, people know about the Eldar. They're not a secret. Look, let me give you a briefing on what we know. So this is Shiak. He's the leader of the bunch, it seems. He occasionally will get chatty and start yelling at people about the humanity is ending and it's time for the mutants, etc., etc.
Wow, so that's Shiak right there.
That's Shiak right
there. So
there.
Charlotte, see that right there? That is someone called Shiak.
Charlotte is sort of shaking her head and just sort of mouthing like,
just
no.
Making sure that you see right there that face. The one very recently making attacks is called Shiak. She has a problem remembering names, so we have to say it a few times.
It's almost unbelievable.
Yeah, so I have so weird, right?
I have a question for you. Now, we heard rumor that Shiak died 10 years ago.
Well, we get that a lot. Hey, Jim. And Jim sort of sticks his head up. He's like working at another desk. Jim, didn't you shoot his arm off the other day? Yeah, when he was fleeing the last attack, I shot his arm off. But then last time we saw him, still has an arm.
That's weird. Also, Jim, you're a crack shot? Like, this is a crazy tight office you run here, Matthew.
Wow.
Look, everyone in the Arbitus needs to be able to kill and manage things.
Man, that's a crazy resume. I also can fax, I can use PowerPoint, and also sometimes blow off mutants' arms if necessary.
Yeah, we've had a couple of reports of people shooting him dead, but he always comes back.
Weird. Charlotte, again, a great researcher of mutants. Is this something you've heard of mutants doing before? Like being able to come back from the dead?
Shiak can't come back to the dead. He's an exceptionally strong. Look, he looks exceptionally strong.
he looks exceptionally strong. Look, Charlotte, she can intuit things really quickly.
What are those runes on his body?
Hold on. Matthew, can you enhance that video a bit more? Like, do that thing where you make the picture bigger?
I've always wanted to say
yeah, please.
Magnify.
Wow, that did.
I thought these were just scars. What are you talking about? And then Charlotte says, no. Look at this. These are runes of some sort. I mean, they're scars, but they're very particularly carved into him. Somebody must have carved runes into him for some reason.
See, that's why we bring Charlotte regular in these kind of trips.
Taking a close look at it, I want to make another roll for Forbidden Lore for the runes.
Okay.
God damn it. Yeah, those are rune-like.
Now, real quick, do you want to use a fate point to reroll?
You know what? I will use a fate point to see if I know what the hell those things are.
Hold on. You know what, Andrew? Let me take a moment here. Oh, sorry. It's a vocal thing I do to warm up my throat. You're going to do great. And I slap your shoulder.
Does that do something bonus?
No. I'm a priest.
And I rolled a 1.
Oh, it did do something.
All right. Looking at it again. After that lovely blessing from this priest, you recognize these runes as not necessarily demonic, though they could be. They're more tied to actually the concept of the warp. You've seen similar things that they actually in the Brown Library. This is similar to the sort of things that the Eldar use for their teleportation tech.
Okay, this is real weird. All right, because
you're getting kind of a crazy look in your eye. Did you recognize those runes?
I've seen these runes before in a past job.
Oh, when we used to be librarians.
Yes, wink.
You don't need to say wink.
Oh, I thought that was the point.
No, you don't ever say wink. You just wink.
Oh, okay. Well, I've seen these winks.
God damn it.
These are runes, I mean, before. And they seem to be related to not necessarily alien technology, but like directed to the warp. Meaning like warp travel.
Ugh. Okay. What could that... How could that...
I don't know. I'm getting like that same vibe of, there's that and there's these weird phasing weapons.
Matthew, Laura, has there been any crash landings or like asteroids or any weird phenomena that happened in the last 8 months?
There is that stolen shipment, and to be perfectly honest, we know that several of the rogue traders that visit the planet may be doing some sort of smuggling stuff onto the planet that may have smuggled some of these weapons on or something.
Do you have any records from the most recent rogue trader around that period, 8 months ago?
Jim, start going through the files. It's like, we don't keep them here. They're at the spaceport.
Come on, Jim, get your shit together, all right? We're on the clock.
They're at this... Okay, well, I'll go to the spaceport. You could fucking...
Good job, John.
You got this, Jim. I believe in you.
Yeah, John. Good initiative.
God damn it, his name is Jim.
And Jim says, you know who would know this? The Royal Scourges. They keep an eye on that sort of stuff. We could try to get the Scourges involved. They want these terrorists dead more than anybody else.
I don't know. Charlotte, do you think we should get the Scourges involved?
I don't think there's a reason to get the Scourges. Charlotte's going to need to make a deceive check, or one of you are going to have to make the check for her.
Oh, okay. How about she make a deceive check, and I'll try to smooth it out with some charm.
Well, she sort of stutters and she failed her roll. She's like, I don't know. I don't think they need to be involved in this sort of situation.
Charlotte, she's got kind of the space fever, when you're in a spaceship for too long.
We want to keep this on the down low.
Yeah, let me just... Everything's going to be fine. I make a charm roll.
Yes.
and I'm now trained in it, so I have a plus 10, and oh shit, that was a 25, and I needed a 46, so that's more than, that's 2 degrees of success.
All right, that's enough to cover Charlotte's blunder.
It's Charlotte. I know you got the space fever. It's totally fine.
It's space fever.
Of course. So, look, maybe bringing in the scourges is not the best idea.
Oh, all right. We won't call them, but next time there's an attack, they'll know and they'll be here.
I mean, we'll keep them as like an emergency.
Yeah, like a backup plan.
Let me finish briefing you on the lead mutants in the group. Now, there's a handful of mutants that are still going with them, but these are the leaders. As I mentioned, there's Shiak. This one is Sims, the mutant that you thought was so cool.
The one you love. Yes.
No, I hate Sims.
That's what I said.
Look, I was up for a promotion. I had just saved like some kids from a mining collapse, but then Sims showed up. He was one of the first people to attack, and he's upstaged me for so long. I hate him so much. I hate him more than Shiak, and I know
Is it
Sims
because
isn't
you
charged.
think you're cool with the red glasses you're always wearing?
I do wear these red glasses. They are pretty cool, but that's not the point.
Okay, fine. You know what? Go on. What were you saying about Sim?
They're tactical visors. They identify, look, he's dangerous, but so is, he points at, this is Heart. That's just her name, Heart, I guess. I don't know what it means.
Her name's Heart?
That's what, look, we've had a couple of people deal with them. They've set out statements. She's the one with these wings, and people have said, like, wounding her, it's disgusting. Like, she's got some sort of strange creatures living inside of her. I don't really know. Ugh. But she sort of flies around and grabs people and flies into the air and uses a gun. It's not good. And finally, this is Sullivan. This is her handiwork, and he sort of flips across, and he shows, like, some people just turned into ash. She did that with her hands.
Whoa!
I think she's a psyker.
So, we know this is the crew that Shiak is running around with.
Now, if you look at this, and he brings up a map of the Harrow, specifically this sort of region of the Harrow. The Crown runs this area directly ever since Baroness Collins was deposed. This was Baroness Collins' old fiefdom that all of the attacks have been taking place in. It seems like you might need to make some checks to analyze this.
Yep.
Just a bunch of random X's where the different attacks have taken place. It looks like there's been about 30. If you make a tech use check at plus 20, you'll give plus 10 to any knowledge checks involved in analyzing this data.
So maybe let's do a tech use check first.
Make the tech use check first.
All right, so I'm going to make a tech use check.
Yeah.
This is all my idea. And I super pass on a 16.
Wow.
All right, cool. So you have brought up, like, all of the information and have, like, they had, like, a bunch of spyware running on this thing that was slowing it down.
Spyware in the background.
Yeah.
Just, like, pushing all the buttons and stuff, and then my little servo arm, like, acts like it's doing something, but it's actually not doing anything. It just makes it seem like it's doing something.
Yeah, you're CBS proceduraling this real good.
So yeah, I know. I'm in your systems. I'll let me verify this information. I'm gonna make a logic.
Don't worry,
check
he'll
there.
clean it up. Like, my computer just had so much crap on it, so much malware.
Porn, it's unbelievable.
Wait, that's no shit. Come on,
I mean, that's how you get malware.
Shut up, Daniel. I made you delete all of that.
All right, so here's a logic check. No.
At plus 20?
No.
Damn.
So I rolled a 78.
Ah, boy.
Again, any of your knowledge checks, because maybe you could succeed at the roll and find out that knowledge doesn't apply, but you could,
All right, so I need a 31 or lower. That's a 55.
Nope.
Oh, jeez. Charlotte, are you getting anything from this exactly?
No, not really. Could we get a copy of this, like on a?
Yeah, you guys printer paper? We can print this out?
you could just copy it to your drives or whatever.
Oh, I have a scanner and stuff like that, so I can just take the information with me.
Perfect, we got it. Team, huddle up. So we go to the other room and get to it. All right.
I have no idea what that map said.
Yeah, I didn't either. Charlotte, we've got this printed up. Andrew, can you pull it up on your little screen? Ooh, nice. Okay.
All right. Well, if there's some sort of deep secret pattern, I can't figure it out either. It would have been a difficult check to make anyway. That would have helped you skip some stuff. But regardless, let's see this here. She sort of like moves some stuff around on the screen. There are a couple of broken chain safe houses that we had in some of the old abandoned tunnels.
Just on some of these points here?
Well, no, not on the point, but if you look at... No, but if they're collapsing... Oh, no, I see exactly what they're doing. Some of these, I don't know why the attacks are there, but some of these, it looks like they're collapsing the tunnels to prevent access to this. This is one of the safe houses. If they collapse these tunnels, they'll be able to move through the Harrow without getting spotted. Yeah. It looks like some of these attacks are being done to disguise where some of the safe houses are to protect.
So they're doing random attacks so they don't know what they're up to.
Maybe like they're planning a big attack once they've concealed where they're going.
Oh, that could be it. They could be setting up... Oh, God, yeah. I've got 2 ideas of what we could do here.
Okay.
I trust your judgment on this. One,
I'm open to it.
Looks like we could get in touch with some of the mutants in an area called the Hard Vaults. I don't think we could actually go in there. The toxicity is too high, but if things haven't changed too much, I think I know where we might be able to meet them. They'd make trades with some of the humans on the surface to survive.
Okay, perfect. I think if we intercept at one of those trade points, we could talk to a few of them and see if we can get some insight on what could really be happening.
What's option B?
Well, from looking at these maps here, it could be a dead end, but it looks like that this small safe house, well, not a really safe house or whatever, in the mines right here, if we were to go there, we might be able to investigate it. It's not particularly large, so I can't imagine there'd be too many people actually in it. We might be able to overcome them if there's anybody in there, or maybe it'll be completely empty, but even then, we could try to figure out if there's any sort of evidence there.
What do you think, Andrew?
See, my worry with talking with the current mutants is that she hasn't been on this planet in 10 years. A lot could have changed. We could be walking into a hornet's nest.
Things hadn't changed the 40 years I was here, but I understand.
There also weren't like huge bombing attacks and alien technology when you were here.
This is true. Look, most of the mutants are devout followers of the Emperor who just want to live in peace. I can't imagine they've been working with Shiak. At least not many of them. But again, you are right. I haven't been here it's been a while since I've been here.
Devout followers of the Emperor. I would say we just so happen to have a pretty devout priest on hand who would be happy to work with these, people in need of faith and connection to the Emperor.
Oh, you know what? There's the obvious thing. I don't know why I didn't bring this up. We could go just try to talk to people.
And if you remember, I gave a couple of them some pretty dope talismans out front, which are, guys, I gave them money. But
yeah, we know.
Oh, really? Oh, I thought that was a pretty good slip. You guys don't think
it was a decent trick, I guess. But
you guys don't think I carry around talismans on me all the time?
Unless you think your beads are a talisman, then no.
These are really nice beads. All right, so maybe let's go out. Let's talk to the locals on our way down to, maybe speaking to either the mutants or maybe to that safe house. What do you think?
You mean learn from the people and then decide out from there?
Yeah.
All
All right, everyone, ready to break huddle?
Okay, I don't know why we always have to huddle when we have the private room.
It is key.
But okay.
It is important to the strategy of the mission. All right, break huddle.
All right.
Matthew, hey.
You guys, what's the plan?
So we're going to need a place to stay, because this is going to take some time. Not a lot of time, but we need, a place to put up our feet and maybe, get some fresh water and change a little bit. But do you got any barracks or any, like a nice...
I've got an idea. Look, hey, Jeffrey, clear these guys of space, will ya? And Jeffrey sort of like cracks his knuckles a couple times, goes into the armory for a second, leaves wearing his armor and has like a riot baton.
Whoa.
And he's going out and says, I'll make you some space, don't worry about it.
No, hold on, Jeffrey. Just for me to get an idea of what you're about to do. Were you about to go out and just kick people out of a house out there?
2 of the mine foremans have relatively large sort of shanties that they live in. They could stay with their families for a day. I'm just bringing this in case they disagree a little bit violently.
I don't think we need to kick people out of their homes.
No.
Well, there's nowhere else for you to stay, so you can do that, or you can sleep at the station.
Why don't we just,
Jeffrey, where do you sleep?
I commute in, like I live in the actual city a little ways away.
Oh, how far is that?
It doesn't... He sort of looks at Matt. Look, gentlemen, you made it very clear you don't want to deal with the Royal Scourges.
True.
If you don't want to deal with the Royal Scourges, I can set you up in the mine foreman areas. If it makes you feel any better, the 2 mine foremans are kind of bastards.
That does make me feel a little better.
A little bit.
And they'll be able to go back to their houses soon.
You know what? Okay. If they're douchebags, bastards.
It is a grim, dark universe, you guys.
All right, fine. Kick them out of their homes and we'll take it. We'll set up shop.
He goes off and does his thing.
And sets it up for us.
Sets it up for you guys.
Okay.
And like an hour later, 45 minutes later, you're brought over, and it's it's about the size of, like, in a modern 21st century Earth situation, it would be like the size of a studio apartment.
Wow,
like,
Daniel, your knowledge of like old Earth homes is amazing.
Exactly. I'm just, I've got weird specific things that I'm interested in. Inquisitor likes old comics, and I like old architecture.
You know what, Daniel? You're growing on me every day.
Yeah, I'm loose. I'm fun. I'm the fun Servo skull. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Wow, I think we got to tone down that a little bit.
I've been talking less, but when I do, I got some energy, baby.
You do have some energy. All right, so Baroness, we've given you an earpiece so you can connect directly to Daniel and to the other two of us.
I'm not going to leave this location because it's still pretty dangerous, but I'll be on the line examining this sort of stuff, so if you need any advice, you could contact me, but for now, I'm just going to stay here.
Perfect.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do we think, guys? Just talk to some of these people that are outside the hovel, maybe get some information before we decide where we go?
Yeah, I think that's probably the best bet.
Okay.
They love you. We'll have you do all the talking.
Okay, so I just head out of the hovel real quick. I go to the closest group of people that kind of flock towards me.
I need you to make an inquiry test. We're just sort of going to generalize this a little bit.
Okay,
Is this
here we
both of
go.
us or just him?
Both of you are going to make an inquiry test. He is going to do it at plus 40 because the people are crazy
They
about it.
love priests.
and I do it as minus 10, I believe, because I'm not trained in it.
Oh, yeah, so...
So I need, with a plus 40, I just need a 76 or below. That's a 61, so that's a pass by degree of success.
All right.
I have no idea what's going on.
So I come back like, oh, man, got a lot of info, guys, and a lot of really handsy people, but I'm feeling good. Daniel, can you recap the info I got?
Mostly it was tons of people wanting to touch your robes, to bless their babies, to just do all sorts of stuff. The people love you. A lot of them have mentioned if you know about St. Collins and wanted to tell you all about her.
Yeah, St. Collins.
Yes.
It's going around.
But in terms of any actual information, they mostly seemed really afraid of the broken chains, obviously.
Right.
And with one degree of success, one or two of them said, I don't think it's all the mutants. Because a couple of them said, like, we need to kill all the mutants. And some of them says, like, that's not what St. Collins would have wanted. We know that there are a lot of mutants that aren't really violent about this. And then one of them was sort of talking about how, like, their brother died in one of the attacks. He got fused. His head was fused into the wall. And his, like, the rest of his torso was outside of the wall.
It was a really grisly description.
Yeah, it was disgusting, really. You made a fear check, you failed it, and you freaked out for a second.
I lost my mind for about a few minutes there.
It
It was
imagines colorful birds.
quite a...
Yeah.
Don't... What did you say?
You know, it's really interesting. It's convenient that you haven't gone to any planets with colorful birds yet, though I did hear that the kitten planet does also have colorful birds.
Okay, I'm not really into the kitten planet anymore.
Oh,
If
we're
there's gonna be
totally-
colorful birds, I am not down for that.
We're totally going.
Parrots, what the fuck are they?
One of the survivors said that they saw that there were mutant infiltrators probably amongst the miners before one of the attacks, and they were scribing symbols that you sort of think as runes onto the walls of the mining shaft before the attack.
Whoa.
Interesting.
Wait, so maybe it's not alien tech at all. Maybe it's spell crafting.
You think so?
It kind of makes sense that they'd scribe the stuff on the wall. It's like relevant to what we've seen in previous experiences.
True.
That they write stuff on the walls and then, like, once the code is complete, kablooey.
Interesting. Okay, so...
And one more thing. Baroness Collins tells you this, looking at the information for all the attacks. She says, look, if he wanted to disrupt mining operations, there's better ways for him to do this, even if he is trying to cover his tracks. He looks... Heck, if he even wanted to kill people, there's better ways to kill people. He looks like he's trying to make people suffer as they die. Like, sadistically.
oh my
Wait,
god.
wait.
What?
I'm going to take a Forbidden Lore Xenos check.
Yeah.
Fucking goddamn it.
Reroll with a fate point?
I'm going to spend a fate point and re-roll that.
Do you want me to give you a blessing again?
Sure.
You're gonna do awesome! I tap you on your shoulder.
Fuck yeah, it worked. You have powers, Jay.
What did you get?
I got a 29.
Yes, my powers!
So that's actually with a full degree of success.
You've heard that this sort of weapon would be used by the Dark Eldar.
I knew it. They're causing... They had to be working for them. It's warp technology,
Oh, Dark Eldar.
like where the Brown Library was in the Webway, and they're causing suffering, which the Dark Eldar feed off of.
Huh. And you did mess around with more of the Webway stuff than I did.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
We weren't supposed to talk about that.
we weren't supposed to talk about that.
Baroness Collins looks at you. You've been in a webway?
Huh? No.
what? No.
Is this earpiece still on? Okay.
Oh, you're just going to lie to me then. Is that what this is?
No. I would no. Look, okay. We can't say everything, but I can tell you that yes, we have been in touch with
We are
some
so
things
screwed.
that could be considered the webway, but Charlotte.
That seems crazy, though. I don't... If Shiak was interested in anything, it's the dark powers giving him strength. It wouldn't be a bunch of evil space elves.
Well, here's the thing, though, is that as far as I've been able to research, suddenly his regrowing things make sense.
Why is that?
Because the Dark Eldar that I've read from something that not dresses up like space clowns,
Yeah. Definitely not space clowns.
that they have, like, cloning technology and regrowth pools and stuff like that.
Oh.
It may or may not be like influence like the things that we have in some place that's hidden that for in case things happen.
Yeah, of course. Definitely not any of those very specific things you just stated.
Yeah.
So, look, it seems like there might be Dark Eldar involved with this.
Well, that's not good.
I don't think talking to the mutants is going to help us at all.
I think we need to go to the safe house.
We need to go to the safe house.
But
and find-
somebody must have seen the Dark Eldar if there are Dark Eldar here, right?
Do you
No.
think maybe they're partnering with them for some reason?
Okay. We're talking about like literal space pirates.
Here's the thing. We might know Dark Eldar involved, but we don't know where, and we don't know why. So it might be best to get some information from some mutants who might have heard from other mutants.
Here's the thing. I'm going to need to come with you either way. I'm going to need to come with you to the mutants, or I'm going to need to come with you through the tunnels, because they are long and confusing and things might have changed.
Okay.
I'm willing to stand in the back while you guys do your thing, but I'm going to need to come with you probably.
Listen. I'll acquiesce. Just saying, Parasite Chick is freaking me out. I want nothing to do with that.
Parasite chick? You mean the one with the wings?
Yeah, like Herb or whatever her name was.
Her name's Hart. It's a very easy name to remember. It's an organ. Okay. Daniel, I think we make journey to, mutants at night to the secret meeting place?
Sure.
Get some information. Charlotte, you're going to come with us, and then we go from there. So I think we all need to get a little rest before it gets too dark, and then we make our way out. So, Daniel, I think I'm going to switch you off, okay?
All right, cool.
Thanks for listening to this grim, dark tale. Tune in next week for part 2 of our adventure. Special thanks to Daniel Fernandez for inserting his soul into a Servo skull and helping these two as Game Master. If you'd like to download more episodes of Roll to Seas or check out other similar podcasts, head over to partialarc.com. That's arc with a C. You can email these morons any questions at rolltoseas@gmail.com, or you can always follow them on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Tumblr, all at Partial Arc. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to leave a rating and review on iTunes. It makes orcs go faster, which is terrifying. Goodbye.